Take a frying pan and turn it on. Have your heat in medium heat, or while it heats up. Turn it on while you wait, so your food can cook. So first thing I'm doing is getting a piece of lard. This is optional, you don't have to have lard. You can just cook it as natural juices. I recommend leaving out your bacon the night before. I did not, so this is me getting out my bacon. You can have full fat or less fat. It's up to you. I had 2 pieces of bacon, as I'm only cooking for one. The recipe will be down below in the description. So yeah, so just taking out my 2 bits of bacon and leave them on the side for a little bit as they defrost. So that was good. Put that away. And then, so this is my baked potato I made last night. It's only, I said baked potato, I half made it. So I gave it about 10 minutes in the water, poked it with a knife. I could only get halfway through it, and then I took it out, and that was it. I put it in my fridge overnight, and that's the air I think I got to it. That's why it's a little bit black. So we just chop those bits off. I recommend dicing or making little thin cuts. They cook better when making this. I didn't, and it took a little while for them to soften in my omelette. So chop into tiny little pieces, or little diced, or little skinny bits, I guess. So once your bacon's softened, you can pick it up and just break it up with your hands. As I said, I recommend leaving it out the night before. If you did that, it would be fully defrosted and you could chop into bits. But to be fair, it's a lot easier. That was my bad. I didn't think it's fully through. Trial and error. Learning these cooking recipes, same as you. And just chopping up my bacon with my hands. Just breaking it apart. Don't have to be fancy or anything if you're the only one eating this. But I found it really filling, tasty. Hi, baby. Alright, once you chopped up your bacon, wash your hands. So it's, clean hands. Under hot water. Then dry. So put your potatoes in your frying pan. I recommend the thinner the better, because it takes less time to cook and not as long. So add that, and then add your bacon, and you want to cook it for 15 minutes until it's golden brown and cooked. And you can put a knife through your potatoes easily, so until they're cooked and browned. If you need more longer than 15 minutes, that's fine. It's ready when it's ready. When it's lovely and golden brown, you can go from there. So just mixing it in the lard, leaving it to cook. This is not any means a healthy dish, and it's filling and it's fattening and it's yummy, really. So this is me getting the eggs. So you're going to need 2 eggs. As I said, I'm making for 1. So these are my British free-range eggs. Got from the shop. So crack 2 eggs into your cup. Cup's a bit easier to mix them in. So break 1 egg. Break a 2nd egg. There's that. And then you're going to add 1 spoonful of, well, we're going to wash your hands after the egg, actually. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Dry my hands. Right. Next I'm going to add is my eggs in a cup. 1 spoonful of water. 1 big spoon of water, just what the recipe says, and then add salt and pepper. Just put a tiny bit of pepper in it, just a pinch, and a pinch of salt. Was really nice. Add my 2 little vintage cat salt and pepper shakers, which I enjoy. And then you get your fork. And then you'll tip it to the side of the cup. Mix, 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 mix. Mix till it's all together. You can't see any yolk or anything. So check on your potatoes and bacon. If they're soft, are they golden brown, are they cooked? If they're not yet, give it more time. I recommend, no, a wooden spoon for this. I do flip my potatoes over. So I recommend a spatula or something like that. Just gonna grab my cup of tea. We all know I can't live without my tea. So I'm just gonna make, so it's been set on the side, the tea bag in it. Gonna grab milk. You'll find out all my 1940s breakfast, dinners, etc. all have me making a cup of tea in them, because I need my tea. Potatoes and your bacon's cooked. You'll get your egg that was in your cup, and then you'll pour it in. We'll give it a quick stir and pour it in all over the pan. So it makes one big omelette. As I said, use a spatula, it's a lot easier to do an omelette with. Then you leave it a couple of minutes to cook underneath, so it's easier to flip. Once it gets solid at the bottom, you can put your spatula underneath, and you can flip it if you like. So this is me trying to flip it and move it about, so be able to flip it. You can always have toast with this. You don't have to just have an omelette, but it is quite filling. I had a cup of tea with mine. It's entirely up to you though. You know, you can have toast if you want toast. And now I'm trying to flip it and it falls apart. Yeah. But it's flipped, and then you give it a couple more minutes to be solid on the other side and cook. Even let it cook. To make sure it's ready, I try a piece of potato. Soft, yummy. Yeah, it's cooked. Oh, one solid. Turn off your cooker. Bring it over and put it on your plate. Pour it on your plate. Add some toast if you want, or add some salt and pepper. But it's all ready to eat. And bon appetit, as I say.